Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Hindu Temple. Today we have in our presence Esteemed Highness Swami Nithyananda, who is visiting Seattle, and he'll be delivering discourses and conducting a 2-day meditation program here in Seattle. We are all blessed to have Swami here, who is a revolutionary spiritual master from India. For those of you who don't know Swami, he experienced spirituality at the age of 12. You and I probably don't even remember what we did in the age of 12. But Swami, he experienced spirituality right then. He was born on January 1st, 1978. By January 1st, 2000, he was enlightened already. He is a young, modern Swami who uses email practically every single day and teaches techniques about meditation that you and I as common people can understand and relate to. Swami has founded a meditation multiversity where he teaches practical techniques that we could use in every walk of life, be it spiritual, intellectual, be it physical, for all kinds of wellness. Swami has devised practical, modern, applicative techniques that you and I as common persons can use in everyday life. Today Swami is going to talk about Shiva Sutras, which are basically scriptures that Shiva himself delivered to Devi on enlightenment. And Swami is going to bring us understanding to get to the Lord's level rather than bringing the God to our level. And without much further ado, here we have Swami taking over for us. Welcome to Seattle, Swami, and we are very glad to have you in our presence. Thank you.
Brahmanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandvaditam Gaganagatam Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarakitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Welcome you all with my love and best thoughts. It's nice to be here again once more with you all. Today's topic is the Shiva Sutras. The how to enlightenment. Beautiful topic. Beautiful subject. First of all, we should know a few things about enlightenment. When I use the word enlightenment, I do not mean that you will grow new tooth, arms, no. Or you will have some extra special powers, no. You will have some siddhis, you will have some new powers. When I say the word enlightenment, I don't mean you will have shakti, I mean you will have buddhi. There is a beautiful story. Somebody goes to Ramana Maharshi, a great enlightened master who lived in South India, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. He asks Bhagavan, please give me some Shakti, some powers, some siddhis. Bhagavan just laughs and says, The power which you have already, with that itself you are not able to manage, you are not able to be happy. This guy said, no, I don't have any power. How do you say I have some power? Bhagavan said, what job you are doing? He said, I am a manager. It means you have a power to employ 2%. You have power to remove 2% from job. You have power to handle certain amount of money. You have power to handle one family. That much of power you have. Are you happy, totally peaceful, blissful with the powers which you have? He said, no. Sometimes I am not able to handle the power which I have. I am not able to take the responsibility. I am suffering. That's why I came to you. Bhagavan asked, then when you know that you are not able to handle the powers which you have already, why do you want some more power? Ask for buddhi, not for shakti. There is a clear understanding which we need to know. Shakti to make your dreams into reality is one. Buddhi to realize whatever your reality is nothing but your dream is another one. Understand these two things. Shakti to make all your dreams into reality. This is what siddhis, shaktis, energy. Buddhi means intelligence to understand whatever is your reality, whatever you think as reality is nothing but your dreams. Making your dreams into reality, you need Shakti. Realizing all whatever you think as reality is nothing but your dreams, you need Buddhi. When I say the word enlightenment, I mean Buddhi, the intelligence or the realization. Whatever you are seeing is nothing but your dreams. Enlightenment means entering into the consciousness or awareness of beyond this waking, dream and deep sleep state, achieving the fourth state, what we call Turiya. Realizing whatever you see as reality is nothing but your dream is what I call enlightenment. Of course, when somebody becomes enlightened, he expresses many different divine powers and siddhis. That is allowed. You can express as an expression of enlightenment. But you can't think or understand if somebody has got power, he is enlightened. With enlightenment, power will express. That is different. But power does not mean somebody is enlightened. In our life also, we should intensely work for enlightenment. It is enlightenment which really means. And all other powers, whatever power you get without enlightenment is nothing but housekeeping in your dreams. You purchase a beautiful house, let your house, and you wipe, clean, keep everything nicely. Suddenly you wake up. What happens? You realize the whole thing is dream. There is nothing. Same way, all our Shaktis are nothing but housekeeping in dreams. Suddenly you wake up and the whole thing is black night. Look into your being deeply and work for Buddhi, not for Shakti. As long as you want Shakti, again and again you will be cheated because of your greed. See, many people complain. I have been cheated by this person, I have been cheated by this person, I have been cheated by that person. Why? We never understand. The moment greed enters into our being, we become gullible. Simply anybody can cheat us. It is greed for Shakti which totally destroys you. So greed for Buddhi, when you work for Buddhi, simply Shakti follows you. Simply Shakti follows you. Again and again, Bhagavan says, Sri Krishna says in the Gita, when you work to reach me, all the Aishwaryas, simply they follow you. But when you work to reach my Shakti, neither you get that nor you reach me. When I say the word enlightenment, I mean working for Buddhi, not for Shakti. When you work for Buddhi, simply Shakti will follow you. Shakti will follow you. The how to enlightenment. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, first of all, why we are in bondage? Why this suffering? Why this world came into existence? Why? I tell them, you see, to tell you honestly, I don't know why. If at all God calls for a roundtable conference once more, I'll ask him and come and tell you. The why can never be answered. Whomsoever tried to answer the why, they created only philosophies. The why is asked from the level of logic, and the existence is beyond the level of logic. It is beyond reasons, beyond logic. So the why can never be addressed. The why can never be answered. We can't reduce the existence to our level of logic. People ask me, Swamiji, why don't you prove God with logic? I tell them, no, he is God because he can't be proved by logic. The moment you can prove him by logic, the logic will become God. Logic will become higher than him. When you ask why we are in bondage, why we are in suffering, why so much of differences in the world, the why can never be answered. The only way is how. There are two kinds of minds. One is why, who creates philosophy, which is intellectual, which wants only words, mere words, nothing else. The next is how, who want the immediate solution. The people who want solution, people who are really practical. When you ask how to enlightenment, you just want to liberate yourself. You just want to move towards the goal. You have no time to waste in just intellectual theories, intellectual philosophies. In India we use a beautiful word, Shastra Jala Maharanya, means a big forest of literatures. Big forest of literatures. Amazon of books. That is why I think that Amazon.com website, the right name for books. Now I understand why they named the books website as Amazon.com. It is actually Amazon. Shastra Jala Maharanya. It is just a big forest where you are lost. Neither you reach enlightenment, nor you understand how to go about it. You are just lost with words. I have seen people just wasting their life in words. Neither reaching the enlightenment nor working for it. And one more thing, the danger is they don't even know, they don't even understand, they don't even feel that they are not working for it. The intellect gives you such a deep satisfaction. It almost makes you feel you are working for it. Intellect is a poor substitute for intelligence. It gives you a almost just around the corner feeling. It is there. After all, I know. So naturally, without even knowing, we are not progressing. We are just wasting our time. We will be wasting our time without even knowing we are wasting our time. When you ask why, you end up only in philosophies. When you, whomsoever try to answer the question, why this existence is, why this universe is, they created one more philosophy. Whomsoever tried to answer, every one of them created one more philosophy. One more philosophy. On one thing, it is very difficult to live in this philosophy. It's very difficult to live with these professors, first of all, and philosophers. Because the difficulty is, see, you should understand the word philosophy first. Anything, if it is made complicated, anything simple, if you can make complicated, you will become philosopher. If you can complicate anything simple with words, you can become philosopher. Any simple thing, you can make philosophy out of it. You can make philosophy out of any simple thing, just with a little bit of intelligence, how to make it more complicated. How to make things more complicated. The moment you catch the trick or a technique of how to make things more complicated, you are philosopher. You are a philosopher. And I have my own feeling. The philosophers have got something missing in their life. That is why they take up the path of philosophy. Otherwise, any intelligent man will only straight away start working to achieve the truth. Such a clear-cut thing. When you want to achieve the truth, straight away you only start working for it. If you are working for philosophy, somewhere something is missing. Once some young guy goes to Socrates and asks, "Sir, should I marry?" Socrates said, "Surely you must marry." The guy said, "But you are not having a happy married life." Socrates' wife used to beat him. And he used to always live outside the house, in veranda. And all his philosophy is only for the others. To his wife, he will just listen. He will just obey. He can't speak in front of her. The guy referred this and said, the young guy, "After all, you are not having a happy married life. Then why are you asking me to marry? Why are you recommending marriage for me?" Socrates said, "You see, only two things can happen. Either you will have good wife, happy married life, then naturally you will have a beautiful life. That's okay. Otherwise, you may have like mine. Even if that is the case, you will become a philosopher like me. It's good for society. Either way it is going to be good. Either have a happy married life or become a philosopher like me. Either way, it's going to help you. So I feel someday when you are not enough practical, when we are not enough intelligent, we stop just with the question why. The why is not enough. The why is not going to solve. Why is going to only, it's like a itching. Any philosophy is like itching. For a few minutes it's okay. But again, it becomes more. And after half an hour, again you need to itch little bit. You feel very nice when you scratch. Philosophy is also, is nothing but intellectual itching. You feel nice, but it's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to end. It's not going to give the solution. How is the right word? When you approach the God or the Master with word why, you will never get an answer. You will never get an answer. When you approach the God or the Master with the how, you will straight away have not only the answer, you will totally solve the problem. Not only solving, dissolve it. You will dissolve the problem. Here, Shiva was questioned by a great disciple, Uma. Devi is questioning Shiva's concern. She is questioning Shiva. All the questions are only based on how, not on why. You should understand an important thing. When you ask why, you get only philosophies, more and more confusion. Only when you ask how, the solution is given to you. Masters also wait till the disciples get mature. If you see the Gita, it starts with why. Arjuna is again and again asking only whys. Whenever you use the word why, Master has to speak only what you want to listen. See, with why, you are more intellect oriented, intellectual. You are not ready to go for solution. It means you have not suffered enough. They have to give you little suffering. That is why the early chapters of Gita is nothing but answers for why. Only when Arjuna says, I am tired, now I am more confused than how when we started. At one point, Arjuna says, enough, I am tired, now I am more confused than when we started. Please give me some solution. Then Krishna says, beautifully, drop everything and surrender. Sarva dharman parityajya mamegam saranam braja agampa sarvabhavebhyo moksha ikshyam masuchaha. Only then he gives the technique. Surrender is the ultimate technique for how to enlightenment, how to reach the enlightenment. But Krishna has to wait till the 18th chapter to tell the ultimate truth straight away to disciple. Because the disciple is not matured enough. Again and again, this guy is asking, Arjuna is asking, Kim tat brahma kimatyatmam kim karma purushottama. Again and again, he is stuck with why. He never comes straight away to the point how. When you are putting the why in different ways, again and again you get only philosophies. Again and again you get only more words. And I tell you, no question can be answered by word. This is simple. People come and ask me, Swamiji, we know people who continuously follow my programs. They come and ask me. All over the world, continuously you are doing discourses. Speaking. Every day in some place or other. You see our website. You can see the complete, this year calendar is full. Not even a single day is free. Till 2006, completely the calendar is full. Somewhere or other I am speaking. Giving public discourse or meditation camp, some program. People ask me, you continuously speak hours together. Of course, even speaking can be done because people just sit and listen. Not a problem. How do you answer the questions? Continuously people are asking you questions. You are facing a different level of minds, different people, different culture, different questions. How are you continuously managing? You have answer for every question. And I tell you one of the important secret. You can even take this as a business secret. It is simply a trick of diverting your mind from the question. That's all. No question can be answered. I straight away honestly tell you. No question can be answered by words. I just add more words so that you feel tired. You are just tired. And you say enough, I understood. You just get bored. And you say enough, I understood. Enough. It is nothing, answering a question is nothing but a technique of adding more words so that you feel tired. you feel bored. Let me be very open and I am honest. You cannot get the solution to any question by words. If you feel you are satisfied by hearing some words for any question, be very clear. You are just either you are cheating yourself or you don't even know you are cheated. That's all. No question can be answered by words. I can give you only little more words so that you feel little tired and stop asking questions. All technology or technique of answering questions is nothing but making you little tired or diverting your mind so that you will stop questioning. It is nothing, there is nothing called answering through words. If at all you have to have solution, it can happen only when you ask how, never by why. The moment you ask how, immediately the technique is delivered. You get a solid, clear-cut path through which you can solve the problems. You can realize and experience the ultimate. I tell you, if you understand this one knack, you can become a great preacher. Just learn how to make people tired. Whenever they put questions, use such a words. They should feel that they have understood, but they should not understand. We should give them an idea that they understood, but they should not understand. Then you are a great preacher. Over. Training is over. You are done. It's a simple technique, very simple technique. It's nothing but making people little tired. Intellectually make them tired. See, that is what has to be done, no other way. Whenever you ask why, it can never be addressed. No whys can be addressed. Always you can create one more why. Always you can create next why. No whys can be addressed. Only one word can be addressed. How? Only how can be addressed. When you ask how, really you are also sincere. Master is also sincere. As long as you are stuck with why, you are beating around the bush and Master is helping you. That's all. When Arjuna is stuck with why, Krishna is also playing with words. See, after 18 chapters, Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityaja mamegam saranam vraja. He could have said this sloka in the first chapter. You don't have to memorize all the 18 chapters. You would have said that whole thing in the first chapter. But, let me translate that word. Sarvadharman parityaja mamegam saranam vraja means, drop all the dharmas, just surrender. I will take care of you, take care of everything. I will give you the liberation. It's a wonderful technique. It's one of the important techniques. You see, understand. You should not mistake when Krishna says, I will liberate you. He is not egoistic. The very surrender will liberate you. That is what he means. The very surrender will liberate you. Whether you surrender to Krishna, or Christ, or Shiva, or Rama, or whomsoever, or just a stone. If you keep a stone and think that stone is a god and surrender to that stone, that will liberate you. The very power of surrender can liberate you. It is not important to whom you surrender. It is important how deeply your surrender is. The simple surrender can liberate you. It is not at all necessary to whom you are surrendering. You need to understand only thing. The very surrender can liberate you. Actually, this Krishna could have told in the first chapter. We don't have to memorize all the 18 chapters. But Arjuna is not ready. He is not ready to listen the word. He is not ready to listen. He is not coming to the question of how. He is continuously stuck with the questions why. Here, unlike Arjuna, Devi, Uma Devi starts, straight away she starts with how. Oh Shiva, please guide me how to reach your state, how to achieve your state, how to realize the ultimate consciousness. Because the question is so straight and the questioner wants the solution, Shiva straight away starts giving the answer. He straight away starts with the technique. According to me, from my experience, this is the ultimate book ever I read. I can call this the book of books. Shiva Sutras is the book of books. If God asks me to choose only one book in the planet Earth, if He asks you have to choose only one book, surely I will choose only this book, the Shiva Sutras. Because if this one book is preserved, again we can create the whole human civilization. Whatever is the root cause of the civilization, whatever, when I say whatever, I mean whatever, whether all the philosophies or all the science, all conscious growth, all possible growth, all the roots, I can say all the seeds are preserved in this one book. I can say it is unabridged encyclopedia of whatever exists in the planet Earth or the universe. It's an unabridged encyclopedia of consciousness. Straight away, Shiva starts this book with the techniques. No wastage of time, no wastage of energy, no wastage of words. See, you can always write a book called Gita Sara, means the essence of Gita. But you can never write a book called Essence of Shiva Sutras, because there is no waste. The whole book is essence. In Gita, Arjuna wasted a lot of time by putting intellectual questions. Krishna has no other choice. He has to answer all the intellectual questions. And one more thing, unless your intellect is convinced, you are not ready to listen. Unless our intellect is tired, we are not ready to take quantum leaps. People ask me, in our meditation camps, I tell the people, please stop reading. But in the public discourses, I always tell the people, please read all spiritual literatures. I encourage reading. They ask me, what is this one? In the beginning, you tell us you are encouraging the reading. Later on, you are asking us to stop reading. You are contradicting. Why? I tell them, I ask you to read so that you will stop questioning, so that you will start feeling tired. And one more thing, the beauty is when you read more and more literatures, you get so thoroughly confused. We get so thoroughly confused, we are tired of reading. We are tired of reading. And we come to a certain maturity to enter into the experience. Unless you are tired of reading, unless you are intellectually tired, you will not work for experience. We will not go for experience. As long as our intellect is not tired, we will be continuously asking only for intellectual stuff. Even if you are given techniques, you will create philosophy out of it. You will create theories out of it. First thing, our intellect should become a little tired. That is what Krishna does in 18 chapters. The 18th chapter, once the guy is totally tired, Arjuna is tired with all this intellectual stuff, he comes with a straight, clear answer. He comes with a straight, clear answer. Here, there is no need for any intellectual gymnasium. There is no need for any words. You don't have to play with words. There is no need for any brain candy. Again and again, that's what I say, brain candy. The intellectual play is a brain candy. When you ask why, you will get only brain candy. You will not get the truth. Only when you ask why. Only when you ask how, not why. Only when you ask how, you will get the technique or the truth. Straight away, the solution. Devi asks straight away, how? How to reach the state of Shiva consciousness? How to reach the enlightenment? How to realize the enlightenment? Shiva starts speaking. He goes on, beautifully describes the 112 sutras, 112 meditation techniques. These techniques are created for past, present and future of humanity. All the minds can achieve enlightenment with these techniques. All the locks can be opened with these keys. Here is a set of 112 master keys. There is no lock which will not be opened by this set of keys. Such wonderful keys, such wonderful meditation techniques, such wonderful sutras Shiva delivers. It is, you can say, whatever you name, there is a solution for that problem in that book. Whatever way you wanted to reach the ultimate, there is a path, there is a clear-cut solution, an answer. Of course, I will speak on one technique of Shiva. I will try to describe one technique of Shiva. Surely we can't see all the 112 techniques in such a short time. We will see today one technique, one sutra. We will work on that one sutra so that we can have a glimpse of Shiva consciousness. We can have a glimpse of the experience of Shiva. After explaining this technique, we will have question answer. Because, see, listening to a discourse is like reading a menu card. Putting some questions and tiring your intellect is like eating. I ask you to put some questions. Just now I told the secret how I answer the questions. But again I am encouraging you to put some questions. Why? Whatever is said and done, unless your intellect is a little tired, you can't enter into meditation. One thing. Our mind moves only based on logic. It's like for example, there are 3 statements. First statement, all human beings have got one head. The second statement, Socrates is a human being. Now you know third statement, Socrates has got one head. First 2 statements you have to verify. Only then you will go for believing the third statement. Same way, here, whether my discourse or the question answer, you must participate intellectually. And your intellect must feel a little tired or bored, or it should start feeling enough. Now I feel logically convinced. Only then you will start entering into a meditation technique. Now, I'll give you a very simple but very powerful, very simple but very powerful technique of meditating or reaching the fourth state. When I say the fourth state, Turiya. Turiya means the state beyond dream, waking and deep sleep. Now as of now you know only three states. The waking state. Waking state is the state in which you are now. Almost every one of you are in waking state, except you. The next thing is dream state, which you experience at the time of dreaming. The third is deep sleep state, which you experience at the time of deep sleep. So, when I say the fourth state, Turiya, I mean which is beyond these three states. Which is beyond these three states. Turiya is the ultimate state or enlightenment. It's a very simple thing. Before entering into dream, or before entering into deep sleep, or before entering into conscious state, actually every day you go through all these three states. There are three. In every day, in your routine, you undergo all these three states. Waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. Whenever you go from one state to other state, you always go through this fourth state called Turiya. For a moment, just you have a glimpse of this fourth state. You always experience the fourth state. Only then you go into the other state. It's like that is the baby lounge, transit lounge. Unless you enter into that state, you can't go to the other state. Whether it is from conscious to waking, or waking to dream state, or dream to conscious, whatever it may be, you have to go through only through Turiya, the fourth state. Every day, again and again, you are experiencing the fourth state. Only thing, you do not know how to experience it consciously and how to stay in it. The moment you experience it consciously, you can start staying in it. Only thing, we do not know how to start staying in it. It is like a fraction of second or microsecond in which that state disappears from you or moves away from you. If you can stay in that same state consciously, you are enlightened. You are enlightened. Let me explain the technique. When you sit with the open eyes, you will be seeing what you call as waking state. When you close your eyes, naturally you will be seeing your visualizations, your dream state. And if you can sit with closed eyes without visualizations, that is what we call Turiya, or the fourth state. How to do it? See, whenever you visualize, you can see in a very subtle way your tongue also will be moving. Because you can't think, you can't do the inner chattering unless you have a slight movement in your tongues. Whenever you think, there will be a slight movement in your tongues. Whenever you visualize, there will be a slight movement in your eyeballs. If we can stop both, and relax with our being, straight away you can fall into the fourth state, Turiya. You don't have to struggle with your mind. People again and again ask me how to meditate. I am not able to meditate. My mind is not controlled. What can I do? It's a straight technique. Now, after explaining the technique and after having the question and answer session, I'll guide you step by step. We can experience this technique. Stopping the eyeball movement, stopping the movement of your tongue, and just witnessing your inner chattering. When you witness, simply it will disappear. Just for a few minutes. Neither you will create a thought, nor you will sustain a thought, or you will try to destroy a thought. See, creation is Brahma, sustaining is Vishnu, destroying is Shiva. When you don't do all these three, you become Parabrahma. Neither creating, nor sustaining, or destroying. When you don't do all these three, you will become Parabrahma. So, understand, you will enter into this technique, one of the techniques described in Shiva Sutras. Powerful, looks very simple. Only when you do, you will understand. It is very powerful. Powerful yet simple meditation technique. We will enter into the technique before we conclude the program. Now we will go for question and answers. Anybody who has got any questions, you are welcome. Yes.
Swami, did Shiva actually live a physical life on this planet?
Oh, nice question. Yes, Shiva lived in the planet Earth with physical body. Later on, we started worshipping him. Actually, God means nothing but enlightened masters. In the olden time, all the enlightened masters are only worshipped. Slowly, by and by, we start worshipping the masters and making them gods. So Shiva lived on this planet Earth in flesh and blood, with form. Yes.
Swami, how exactly would you describe surrender? Like when you say you should surrender, what
This
is
is a beautiful question. How exactly would you describe the word surrender? And what you are supposed to do? It's like this. If you are asked to choose only one person on the planet Earth, suddenly God says, whole planet Earth is going to be washed away. You can be alive, only one person can be alive with you. Whom you will choose? Tell me whom you will choose.
my Ishtadev, my Guru?
It means you are surrendered to him, that's all. Whom you will choose, you are surrendered to him. If you will choose, if you honestly decide, give a thought to yourself. If you will choose your husband, be very clear, you are surrendered to him. If you will choose your child, be very clear, you are surrendered to him. It is like whom you will choose, you are surrendered to that person. A deep, positive attachment or feeling connected completely to that person is what I call surrender. Surrender does not mean giving away all your properties or giving away all your time, giving away all your energy. All those things does not mean by the word surrender. And I have seen many people, it is very easy to give away the properties because it gives you such a lot of trouble on a day. It is very easy to give away, but feeling totally connected is what I call surrender. It's like that. So you can easily give the outwardly things. That's not a big deal. I have seen many people giving away the outwardly things. They will write all their property to some temple, to some church, to some spiritual organization. to some institution. That's not a big deal. That easily can be done. And one more thing, they will write only will. Means after their death it will go. After your death, you know it's not going to help you. It's like useless for you. When it is useless, naturally, why not give it to some spiritual institution? But I don't think that is surrender. Surrender means feeling deeply connected with a master or with a God, whomsoever you trust. It's the moment you remember that, your whole being will feel the flowering consciousness, feel elated. The moment you remember that person, you just feel something is happening in you. You just start smiling, and people start looking, what happened? You are smiling. You just feeling like flowering. It means you have surrendered to that person. That's all. The moment you remember him, if you are lifted to his consciousness, you are surrendered. You are surrendered to him. That's what I mean by the word surrender. Surrender does not mean giving away your time, giving away your property, or giving away your energy, or giving away anything else. It is just feeling totally, deeply connected to that Guru or to that God. And one more thing, you don't even have to bother to whom you are surrendering. If you just totally surrender, feeling connected, that's enough. Many times, there is one more difficulty in the modern mind, in the modern day. You surrender to some Guru, you feel connected. Suddenly you hear some rumor about him. Your whole faith is shaken. You are in a great difficulty. Your trust is tested. But I tell you, first thing, you don't have to bother about the rumor. Next thing, even if it is true, you don't have to bother, because your very surrender will transform you. You don't have to bother to whom you are surrendering. You don't have to worry to whom you are surrendering. Your very surrender will transform you. The very surrender has got a capacity, potential energy to transform your being. You don't have to bother to whom you are surrendering. You don't have to continuously keep watching. You cannot be a peeping Tom. That you can't be a peeping Tom to see what's happening. No. The very power of surrender can transform you. The very power of surrender can liberate you. Yes.
Anybody want me? Sorry, I can speak louder. Yes, Swami, you used the word quantum leap. You used the word quantum leap. Do we have it actually from our Puranas, from our Vedas or Puranas? We have the concept of quantum leap. Like
Yes.
Krishna is here at the same time he's elsewhere. Is it possible? Is it something that
Not only it is possible, Vedas and Upanishads are based on the concept quantum. See, the first Veda is Rig Veda. First Upanishad is Isavasya Upanishad. The first mantra, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whole quantum physics is over. This one sutra is complete quantum physics. See, here they say the whole remains as a whole when the whole is removed from the whole. You can't explain this based on mathematics. No. You can explain this only based on quantum. You see, the last word of science is quantum. The first word of Vedas is quantum. First word of the first Veda, first Upanishad is quantum. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Sorry, I don't have a right words to translate the whole thing. The word whole is not equivalent word for Purna. Purna cannot be translated, it's only a concept. There are few concepts which can't be translated. The whole quantum physics is explained in this one sloka. Very clearly this sloka says, this aphorism says, the whole remains as whole when the whole is removed from the whole. When the whole is removed from the whole remains as whole. A clear Big Bang and black hole theory. You see, in the black hole, everything goes and merges, and the black hole also disappears. Logically, you can't explain. And the same way, Big Bang. Simply out of nothing, the whole thing is created. But the whole remains as a whole. When the whole is taken out of whole, the whole remains as whole. It is pure quantum physics. It is pure quantum. And is one more thing, I tell you. A yogi or a Vedanti is more practical, more straight than a modern day quantum physicist. Because he knows not only the why, he knows the how also. With quantum physics, they are stuck only with why. They are not able to go to the step how. The other day I had an opportunity to meet one of the great scientists, wonderful person. He discovered laser, and his name is Dr. Charles Towns. And I had a nice time with him. I had an opportunity to have lunch with him. I was talking to him, sir, how did you come upon with this discovery? How it happened? He told me, Swamiji, it is just a revelation. It is just a revelation. I do not know how it has happened. I was just sitting on a park in Washington, D.C., on a bench early morning. I was tired. My intellect was totally tired. I was thinking about this problem. I was supposed to address a meeting on that discovery. They are going to ask me about the updates, but I don't have anything to speak. I was continuously worrying. Finally, I was tired. When I was tired, I stopped thinking. I just sat on the bench in Washington DC park, in a park in Washington DC, on a bench, morning, sunny day, early morning. I was just sitting. Suddenly something came out of my being. I know for sure, without any doubt, this formula will work. And I simply penned it down. I wrote it down. That day, the meeting was there, but I was not able to speak about this in the meeting because I don't know the logical steps. I know only the conclusion. I don't have the logical steps. So I went and took few days to work the logical steps. After that, I presented to the group, or I presented to the community in which I am supposed to address. He says, Swami, it is a strange thing. In science, we always speak steps, then conclusion. But when I had the conclusion, it was just delivered to me as a conclusion. It's a revelation. I don't know the steps. Later on, I have to work to patch up the gap. I was not able to give logical conclusion. That's what I told him. This is what our rishis call Shruti. Shruti means just heard. You experience. You don't know the logical conclusion. You don't know the logical steps. It is just revealed to you. It is just revealed to you. The first sutra of the Upanishad, the first Upanishad is quantum physics, the quantum concept. And one more thing, at least with physics people, they are only stuck with why. Once in a while they get the glimpse, but with masters, with mystics, they know the how also, how to get in tune with the revelations. How to get in tune with the revelations. They are one step ahead. The mystics are a little deeper in the quantum area, in the quantum science. Yes.
What does it mean when you wear the white over only one eyebrow?
White.
Yeah, isn't there,
Oh, still got it. I didn't apply it properly.
Oh, okay.
That is the meaning. It's actually a reminder for you again and again that the whole world, whatever you see, is nothing but ashes. So again and again remember the ultimate. Don't be just stuck with what you are seeing. See beyond what you can see. When a person sees beyond what he can see, he becomes seer. A rishi is a man who sees beyond what you can see. It's just to remind you, you are supposed to see beyond what you can see. Yes.
Why is there a snake wrapped around Lord Shiva's neck? What is the significance of the snake?
I think you should ask him only, I don't know. Snake is used as a representative of Kundalini Shakti in Sanatana Dharma, but I don't know why it is wrapped around his neck.
Is there any significance of 3 knots around his neck?
No, I have no idea. I can give some significance, some connection, but I don't want to give unless I feel convinced about it. I can convince you, but I will not be convinced. So let me be very clear. I don't have an idea about why that 3 knot or why that it stands like this and why Shiva is having hand like this. All those things I don't know. Maybe they have taken still at that time. That's all. They captured him at that moment. That's all. Yes.
How can the mystic be in relationship to the rest of the world, which is not the mystic?
Oh, see one thing. With intellect, with a philosopher, you have always this problem. He can't relate with the world. After some time, he can't relate with the world. Either he becomes eccentric or he starts having pride. That is something more than others. With the mystic, always there is something called compassion happens to you. If you have only intelligence without compassion, you are a philosopher. If you have compassion also, you become a mystic. In Sanskrit they say 3 words, beautiful words. Physical strength, Bahubala, physical strength. Buddhi Bala, intellectual strength. Atma Bala, spiritual strength. If we have only physical strength without spiritual strength, we become a gunda, a rowdy, gangster, criminal. If we have only intellectual strength without spiritual strength, again we become a philosopher or cunning politician. If we have spiritual strength, only then we can be called as mystic. Spiritual strength means compassion. When a mystic happens, when somebody becomes a mystic, the compassion starts radiating around him. He can simply relate with the world. The compassion just oozes out. He can relate with the people. Only when we don't have compassion, the pride and the ego stops us relating with the world. When we have the compassion, you become such an authentic being. You start radiating love and you start relating with the whole crowd. You can start relating with the mass. And from my experience, I can tell you, only a mystic is a person authorized to relate with the world. Nobody else can relate. Everybody else only can pretend. They can't relate. Only a mystic can relate with the mass, with the humanity, with the rest of the world. Yes.
How to get the Atma when the person decides how long it will take?
First thing, how to get Atman. You don't have to get because you have. If you don't have, only then you need to get. You have, so you don't have to get. All you need to do is just start expressing. Next thing, if somebody decides how long it is going to take, with a right conscious decision, with your clear-cut choice, simply this moment. There is no need for time. The moment you think it is going to take time, you know only how to postpone. You will only postpone. That's a beautiful story. Somebody took some loan. The guy who gave money, he came to his house, take the money back. He put a board, come tomorrow. Every day that guy will come and see the board, come tomorrow and go back. Come tomorrow, come tomorrow. The moment you know how to postpone, you will postpone forever. Either now, here or nowhere. I tell you, let your struggle, let your decision be so strong, so intense, simply you can realize it now. And with these sharp techniques, especially the techniques from Shiva Sutra, you can straight away start working in your being. You don't even need some particular time, or I can't say like 1 year course or 2 year course, nothing like that. This is just your intensity. So with intensity, now here. Without intensity, nowhere. It is just the quality of your intensity. It is just the quality which is needed, not the quantity. Yes.
It's said that the Vedas have come only by word of mouth or by passing along generations, and there's no written record. Similarly, is that the same with the Shiva Sutras, or do you have written records of it?
No, the Vedas are written down just few hundred years ago. Same way the Shiva Sutras are also written down few hundred years ago. These are also just, it is what to say, Shruti, just heard, and by heart repeated. Why they are not written, there is no, you can't write them. So much of slokas, it's very difficult to write them. That's why they are not written down. Yes.
So I'm continuing on that question. So what is the authenticity of the original mantra and what is it now?
We respected so much. Nobody is allowed to add even one letter, not only letter, even the modulations cannot be altered. If you know the mantras, then you will know there is a thing called the swaras. Even the swaras can't be changed because of the sanctity associated with that mantra. Even the swaras can't be changed. We preserve one, even including the swara, including the tune, it was preserved. So according to my experience, you see, I have read enough of scriptures, enough of books. I can say thousands of books I read. This is, Vedas are the only scripture true to the original because of the sanctity associated with it. And the techniques to preserve. A separate group of people dedicated their life just to preserve it. Just to preserve this literature. A big group of people, they have dedicated their life. So this has never happened in the humanity. No book, no book was preserved by a special group of people like Vedas. Just to preserve the Vedas, a big group took the responsibility of preserving it. Nothing but just continuously, constantly repeating and preserving. So we can be sure of the authenticity of these words. And one more thing. See, when the formula works, you know it is true. Same way, this has worked in my life. So I can be sure it is true and authentic. Because the techniques have worked and it has given me the result. You can be sure. I can be sure at least. If you also try and when it clicks, you can be sure. Yes.
As people experience higher consciousness, do you expect possibly for there to be...
Can you use the mic so that everyone can hear?
As people experience higher consciousness, would there possibly be a more expanded language, new words that come forth from God possibly to share experience or to help. Do you see a new language or more expanded expression?
Can you just tell a person accent?
Do you see new words?
No, it is just this is creating a disturbance. Can you come a little far? Yes. Now please.
Yeah, do you see new words, new language coming forth as we have more expanded consciousness?
Oh,
Communicating.
that's a nice question. She's asking, in the expanded consciousness, do you see any new words or new language or new words appearing? No, I'm not able to see, at least in my experience, I'm not seeing any words or any language. I just see only the ideas. And when I translate those ideas into words, it gets translated into words. But otherwise it is just a pure inspiration, or I can say energy. Just a lump of energy. When I try to verbalize it, then it gets translated into words. Almighty Shiva consciousness, to the divine energy, to the existence, God, let Him shower His blessings on us and let us understand these ideas and reach the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.